How do you build on a legacy? How do you take something that was forged with care and value and excellence and make it better? 50 years ago, Robert Weed laid the foundation for a company that would one day stand out in the industry as a leader, an innovator, the very image of everything that is good about a family-owned company.
My father was a true entrepreneur. Immediately after high school, my father went into the Marines, and it was World War II. When he left the Marines, he moved to Akron, Ohio, and went to Akron University to get a business degree. He achieved that in 1950 and went to work for Cleveland Plywood, selling plywood directly for them. Not too long after that, about a year, he went to Jamestown Veneer and Plywood to be a rep. So he came down, started looking around, and found business, found sales with the, at that time, trailer industry. In 1966, he decided that he could be a better supplier if he had some warehousing. And so the Robert Weed Plywood Corporation was formed.
I always think of Robert as somebody to strive to be. Robert's mentality was work with good people. That's definitely where the values and the foundation of this company started, was with Robert caring about his people. He knew everything about every employee we had here. He could point to any person, go up, talk to them, shake their hand, ask how their kids were doing. He'd know if they were in school, if they were in college. Robert always found a conversation valuable, no matter who the individual was.
The thing that I learned from my father was focus and determination. Being successful in the business world, standing on my own 2 feet. I always wanted to lead, not follow. Definitely helped me when I got drafted into the military. And Vietnam was just ending. At that particular point, I was about 3 months from getting out. Military came to me and said, we would like to have you go to headquarters in Germany and drive a sedan for a general. So I called home. I said, hey, Dad. I said, what do you think? I got this opportunity for bonus, drive as general, and what do you think? He said, I think your opportunities here at the company are far greater than driving a sedan for the general. I said, okay, I'm packing my bags. I'll be home in 3 months.
Robert was really a salesman. That's what he did. He was out hitting the pavement, finding customers, finding companies, and selling product. When David came in, he started working on improving the processes and making the company foundation a little bit stronger.
From humble beginnings in 1966 to over 763,000 square feet of operating facilities in 3 locations today, Robert Weed Plywood continues to cultivate an ever-growing culture of improvement. Yet it is a steadfast company that remains anchored in the core values upon which it was built.
I've been at Robert Weed Plywood for 31 long years. I've seen this company grow so much. It's like a family-oriented company. You know, I got my family, but I got a family here. The leadership of this company is like no other. I mean, from David Weed all the way down to my bosses. They care a lot. I'm glad to be part of the 50 years.
I've been working at Robert Weed Plywood for 16 years. This company is about quality, value, and integrity. I was raised that way, and I'm proud to work for a company that does have integrity.
My dad worked here for 8 or 9 years, and I came in here right out of high school. I just had my 25th anniversary. I talk to a lot of people in my business life that just dread getting up in the morning and coming to work. That's not me. I just enjoy working with who I work with and what I do. You know, we do more than just make paneling, and it's been quite an education over the last 25 years. We do have a lot of people here that care and take pride in what they do, and it shows in the work that they do and the product that we provide. When people do care and feel like they have something invested in it, you know, typically your output is going to reflect that. You know, everybody cares about the other person, and you know, that makes it very easy to come into work every day.
I believe wholeheartedly that I work with everybody at my company. No one works for me. You cannot be successful unless you treat your supplier, your customer, and the people that you're working with in the same way. Customer is part of the family, and everyone you're working with is part of that whole family.
When I think of family at Robert Weed Plywood, it goes well beyond the people we see in this office every day. We have vendors, we have customers, and then again, it goes further upstream with our importers and our mills. They're in town all the time. They go to our customers. It really is kind of one large family.
It's a way of life around here, is to care about what we're doing, about who we are. Yeah, we have a product to deliver, but it's more than just a product, it's a part of us that we're delivering to the customer. I've been working at Robert Weed Plywood for 21 years. My dad used to work here, so I knew of Robert Weed Plywood through him. There's a myriad of things that makes it a great place to work. I have 23 years of driving experience, and 21 of them I've spent here. I've built a lot of friendships here, and those friendships have connected me with the company, not just with my colleagues, but also with those in upper management, with the Weed family themselves. I come here to do the best I can for them because they've done their best for me. Weed family's been there when I needed them, and I can be there when they need me.
I loved and cared for my father, still do, even though he's passed away. The pride in being second generation and carrying this forward and being successful at it means a lot to me. Going forward with my son becoming involved, wow, I love the company and I love the thought of this generational involvement.
I've always known that this was probably home for me. When I was born, David Weed had business cards that said William Weed, Cradle Division on them. When I had my education in mind, I was thinking about what's missing from Robert Weed, what can I go and do educationally. David always supported me in whatever I wanted to do as long as I stayed focused towards an education. I started working here at 14 in the IT department. I spent every summer since I was 18 working in a different production area. And then I went off to school, and if I wanted to work here through college or if I wanted to go get an internship, it was always wide open for me. So the decision was mine. Ultimately, I decided to stick around and hopefully one day run this company.
Robert Weed Plywood is always looking at today and making sure we're doing everything possible to hit our mission statement. Service with integrity and value earns trust and respect, leading to innovation and growth. You have to look at your current customer every day as a new customer. We're on task all the time to look for the future in products and process and procedure to benefit obviously ourselves internally, but for our customer base. Our engineering team works with the engineering teams of customers to help develop things.
The way I see it is we've been a great family-owned business, and the market supported that for the longest time. But now, as the industry, the market changes, we need to do the same thing. And to me, that's a pretty delicate balancing act. So how do we stay a family business, maintain our values? How can we grow in the right way to service this great industry that we're in? A growing Robert Weed Plywood with the same foundation and core values or principles that we've always had.
How do you build on a legacy and improve upon a company so rooted and strong? You innovate, you learn, you grow. Today, Robert Weed Plywood honors its heritage by not standing still. As we reflect on our past 50 years together, we celebrate with you, our customers, vendors, suppliers, our family. Together, we celebrate our future.